Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Zuzi on the track.
Good gangs, boy, cartiae ketchup coming at y'all like a brand new pair of socks. Let me do that again. What's good, gang? It's boy Cartier Ketchup. Last name Ketchup. Do y'all smell what the goat is cooking? And today I got something new. Hot off the press. Now y'all know I did Mike Tyson. That was like, I think 2 months ago. And we haven't done a boxing video since. Well, I thought it would be perfect to bring out somebody that some of y'all don't know about, most of y'all better know about, and some of y'all do know about. Julio Cesar Chavez. If y'all don't have him as one of the greatest boxers to have ever put boxing gloves on, I can't trust you when it comes to fighting. I can't trust you when it comes to boxing, because y'all, you don't know. You don't know who this is. Look, come on now. If we're going to talk about it, be about it, we're going to be about it, then do it. So, we're going to react to our boy. So, if you're new, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the ride.
Chavez is one of the toughest fighters you'll ever see.
Especially since Chavez has come so far without ever tasting defeat.
Undefeated Julio Cesar Chavez has garnered 5 world titles in 3 different weight categories.
I think that Julio Cesar Chavez might be the best kept secret in boxing.
Mexican style. To the boxing fandom, it conjures images of a swarming pressure fighter with a mean left hook.
He faces possibly the hardest hitting lightweight in the division.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There was 2 boxers when I was in Atlanta, Georgia, and my dad was taking me to a boxing gym. It was 2 boxers that I wanted to be like: Roy Jones Jr. and Julio Cesar Chavez. Those 2, mind you, I just moved from Florida to Georgia. So I know the boy Roy Jones living in Pensacola. You know, I was a Roy Jones fan back in the day. I was heated when Antonio Tarver knocked my boy out, made his head hit the canvas. I wanted him to retire after that. But my boy kept fighting. Now, between him and this guy right here, and Muhammad Ali. Come on now. The greatest of all time. But between those 3, I was studying and watching them every day. We're going to that boxing gym every day. Put it on the speed bag. Put me on the heavy bag. Put me sparring, all that. Oh, I was trying my hardest.
It wasn't always this way. With Mexico producing brilliant fighters of many styles.
Right hand up a 1-2 by Morales.
De La Hoya can finish.
The world has only one man to thank for this massive shift in perception. Julio Cesar Chavez grew up in a family of 11 in an abandoned rail car. At age 16, he leaves home, a pair of gloves, and a rail ticket to Tijuana. With a dream to give his mother a house and a work ethic that would change the way the world saw Mexican boxing. Chavez fought at a frenetic pace, both in the ring and in terms of his career.
It was disgusting.
In his 3 years and 2 months as a pro, Chavez Chavez had rung up a 43-0 record with 36 knockouts. He fought and won by knockout every single month. It was fight or go hungry.
That man was.
Julio Cesar Chavez's incredible ring record has secured his place in boxing history.
That man was different. Different. I wish I get. Boy, if I could train.
He gets a crack
My
at the
Chavez.
vacant lightweight title. His opponent was fellow Mexican Mario Martinez. Martinez was also on a similar tear, and with a similar style to Chavez. The Mexican fan base knew a great fight was in the making. The fight was held in the Olympic Auditorium in LA. It may have gone off 3 days early, but it was the finest fireworks display Mexico could produce for Independence Day. They stuck to each other like cold rice.
Like cold rice. I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that. Put that in the notes.
To me, Martinez is landing more.
They stuck together like cold rice. Ooh.
Chavez delivers a clinic of infighting.
Ooh.
Which was mercifully called off after 8.
Man. Could have been called off at 5. Chavez.
There was a
Give me no
palpable
money.
buzz around Chavez, who soon made his debut on American television against the respected Black Mamba from Michigan, Roger Mayweather. Floyd's uncle and future trainer was a renowned puncher with a lethal right hand. Chavez put the pressure and cut off his escape routes like a Mexican mongoose.
Right hand counter by Mayweather. Another one just missed. Chavez just stalking forward. That's his style.
Roger realized he couldn't run from this creature, tried his best to hold his ground with skill and to earn some respect. Chavez walked through it and finished it quickly.
Oh, say, can you see by the knockout he got? He is not to the canvas, and he ain't getting up for the 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He is out like a nightlight, and he ain't getting up again.
Through it and finished it quickly.
Father in heaven, what made him do the split? That boy.
The two would meet a second time. Both
fought
would
a
land their best shots once again. Roger found that there was nothing he could do to discourage the stoic Mexican swarmer.
And Mayweather suddenly is not fighting back anymore.
It's very rare the kind of willpower you see in Chavez combined with his skills.
Chavez finished him in 10.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
That boy, man.
Want to join the six-figure club? Google and other tech
can't
companies are
eat a
hiring
lot of
hundreds
them.
of thousands of workers in non-
Can't just eat a lot of them. That ain't good for breakfast. Ain't good for lunch
Chavez's
either.
next big debut came
You
at
don't even
Madison
want
Square
that for
Garden
dinner.
against lightly regarded Refugio Rojas. Chavez decided to put on a show.
Oh my God. Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry for pausing, y'all. Another fighter that just came to my mind that I used to watch all the time. Pernell Whitaker. If you know, you know. Rest in peace to my guy. Sad how he died though. I think, matter of fact, I'm gonna have to look up the year. But I remember being in the army and hearing the news about my boy passing away. I was sad as hell that day. I was sad as hell.
It was a vulgar display of technical skill.
Coming your way on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network.
Chavez landed about a dozen straight liver shots.
He gonna be peeing blood for about a month.
But Rojas was as brave a man as I have ever seen.
That boy was fighting back.
Brave and durable, however, can be mutually exclusive.
This is the tail end of the round.
Oh,
And there was the left hook. And there
It was a mismatch mercifully ended quickly.
right hand on the left hook drops him. Julio Cesar Chavez.
that's a cold brother right there. Cold as grits.
Chavez racks up 8 defenses of the 130-pound title and makes the jump to challenge at 135. He took on Puerto Rican puncher Edwin Rosario. Rosario thought he could stand and trade with Chavez. He banked on body weight and a big punch to overwhelm him.
That boy got him in punches.
Chavez delivered a clinic of cold, calculated inside fighting. Broke him down over the distance. What devolved into a career-altering beating that went on far longer than it needed to.
A career altering? What that mean? That boy beat him like bricks on concrete? Oh.
The marquee performance of Julio Cesar Chavez came in 1990. His opponent was Meldrick Taylor, a standout of the legendary 1984 Olympic team.
The greatest little fight money can buy. A bout between two extraordinarily talented, undefeated champions whose styles seem to be perfect foils for one another.
If ever there was a reason for great expectations, this is it.
He may look good doing it. He is doing exactly what his corner wanted to do.
Meldrick fought his way to challenge Chavez for his titles at 140 pounds. It was a brilliant fight.
It could be that an old cut has been reopened here.
Oh my God.
He's making Taylor fight his fight at his tempo.
Meldrick's unreal hand speed and combinations showed up the subtle but brutal bodywork Chavez did.
It's incumbent on Taylor not to give Chavez an unnecessary chance to get back into this. Look at the speed of Meldrick Taylor's
That boy got speed on him.
As they brawled into the night, Chavez seemed to be down going into the final round.
Until. Oh my God.
And Chavez, the great body puncher, is reduced to headhunting. It's impossible to conceive that Chavez is in any way disillusioned about the necessity of a knockout. He's got to knock Taylor out to win this fight. Everything you've got. For the love of God, throw everything you've got.
With just seconds left, Chavez drops Meldrick.
Oh my God.
With 2 seconds left on the clock, Chavez snatches victory from the jaws of defeat with the controversial KO. Meldrick protested and called for a rematch. The damage Chavez did in the first fight would change Taylor as a fighter forever afterward.
This is one of the most
That boy got hands like that,
in
man.
the whole history of the sport.
Man. You're gonna be swinging to the upper room.
On my first LSAT, I scored a
The
148.
upper room.
I ended up with a 174 and a Harvard Law degree.
Sing it,
My
church. The upper room.
This led to a clash with another proud Puerto Rican. 140-pound champion Hector Macho Camacho was known for his showy speed and southpaw skills. Chavez turned in a masterclass of ring cutting.
Oh my God. Looks like I'm watching this for the first time. Oh, just straight.
Camacho's fast feet couldn't carry him fast enough.
Hell to the no.
As the fight wore on, Chavez's body attack and suffocating pressure wore Camacho down.
In a survival mode. Yeah, what we're looking at is the beginning of the end. That's there by Chavez. Camacho trying just to get anything going, but he has those strength left, those flaps to the arms of taking the punch. Oh, it's about over. Light cut over the right arm of Chavez. They're working on it. Here goes Chavez working on the body of Camacho. Flexing forward.
Camacho barely made the bell and lost a landslide on all 3 cards.
Still champion, el gran campeón mexicano y mundial, Julio Cesar Chavez.
That boy whooping everybody's ass. Everybody. Anybody can get it. Grandma, granddaddy, great-grandpa, great-grandma, great-aunt, don't matter. He gonna whoop.
I gave him up, but what can I say? First time I fought a guy with that much courage that stood on me.
Then for some reason, Greg Haugen decided to try and talk smack to Chavez. Called his opposition a bunch of cab drivers from Tijuana.
Bunch of cab drivers.
60 of the guys he fought were just Tijuana cab drivers that my mother could have knocked out. And, you know, but the other 20 guys or 22 guys were good fighters. So, you know, I'm not taking.
Oh, he want to get knocked out for real, for real. You know, when you talk that trash, you got to do 2 things. You either fight or get your ass knocked out. Let's see what happens. You know?
Light.
I know what happened.
He's unbeatable even with 82-0.
Chavez threatened to rip his head off.
Knocking Haugen out isn't good enough. He wants to punish him. He wants to give him the worst time of his life and beat the out of him.
In front of 130,000 fans in Mexico City, it almost came to that.
The pride and nationalism of Mexico overflowing as 130,000 pour out their hearts.
Gran campeón mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
His mouth is gross and very negative, and those are his good points.
Chavez drops him on beautifully timed counters over Haugen's jab in the first.
Oh, my God.
At the early round, in the early part of the round, Chavez,
He just want to hurt him.
again,
Oh, my God.
and then Haugen.
Throw the damn towel in.
There's that legendary left hook by Chavez. See those body shots? That's the fight.
That's what he gets for talking that shit.
Hit shots by Chavez. Precision shots, target practice. And there is genuine bad blood. Right hand. Look at the leg.
Oh, he did a jiggle.
In all kinds of
Now he getting his ass whooped. Look at the ref. He like, fuck that shit. The ref just gonna let that boy get a 10-piece like that? Oh, nah. With no sides. There's no mashed potatoes, no yams, no damn hog maw, no damn pig feet, no nothing. A whole 10-piece. You want the 10-piece, we're gonna give you a 10-piece. That ref said, F that. Look at him. He like, shit. This ain't my fight. He wanna talk shit. Boy, stay down.
Chavez was well on the way to delivering on his promise when Joe Cortez decided he's seen enough.
Well done, Cortez. Well done. Well, if he wanted to give him a beating, he did.
He gave him an ass whooping. He ain't give him no beating. He gave him an ass whooping.
He's a hard puncher. He's a hell of a fighter. Definitely one of the best fighters in the world. He proved it.
Also, he humbled you. He humbled you off that ass whoop. I thought Buddy said the Tawana bus driver. All his opponents was just bus drivers. He just humbled your ass, huh? That's the ass whooping he gave you. That talking that shit, huh? Boy, he whooped your ass to where you changed your mind about your whole outlook on him, huh? First it's, yeah, man, I'll whoop his ass, bruh. Man, I'll go out there and I'll whoop him in front of all these fans that he have out here, all these bus drivers that he so claimed that he fought to. Man, he shit. Hey, he one of the best of all time. That's like somebody getting on Facebook and they talk shit, and you just go about it and whoop their ass, and then they put on the status, yeah, this person is the greatest person of all time, and tag you in it. Boy, that's the type of ass whooping you got. He said, now you reckon I don't fight taxi drivers?
Chavez continues to rack up one of the longest win streaks in boxing history, maintaining not only an undefeated record of 86-0, he wasn't beating people, he was breaking them. He proved he could punch against Terrence Ali, breaking down another 140-pounder with his usual stoic swagger.
And the chance of Chavez from this crowd here at Thomas.
Chavez rocked him twice in the first round.
They made him do the stanky leg.
And it was all downhill from there.
Jesus, he hit you with the same left hook 4 times. And knocked your mouthpiece out your mouth. Ref, stop the fight. Oh my God.
Look out how he's off balance, and Chavez trying to take advantage.
Oh my father. Good night.
It seems that by 1994, Father Time seemed to finally be catching up with a Mexican warrior. Chavez would be on the wrong end of a controversial draw with Pernell Whitaker before finally suffering his first loss.
When was this? When was this? When was this fight?
Before, Father Time seemed to finally be catching up with a Mexican warrior.
Because why do I feel like I watched this fight as a kid, like with my dad and my grandpa John, and bro, when was this?
Would be on the wrong end of a controversial draw with Pernell Whitaker before finally suffering his first loss to Frankie Randall after 90 fights.
Hold on. So he did fight Pernell. Okay. Two of my favorite
The legacy
fighters.
of Julio Cesar Chavez on Mexican boxing is as indelible as scar tissue. He retires finally in 2005 with a preposterous 107-6-1 record. A living legend and a prime example of what modern Mexican style is supposed to look like.
One of the greatest of all time. Like, that man was different. Like, I haven't seen like many boxers like with the skill that this man had. Not a lot of boxers out there that really got the type of skill, the type of courage, the type of heart that Julio has. That man was different. That man was different. That man was different. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the old subscribers. 4K on the way. We're keeping it going, keeping it pushing, keep growing, keep improving. New video every day. Try to get a new video out every day, if not every day. Every 1 or 2 days in between. I'm sorry for taking such a long time for making the video. I have gotten a little complacent. Instead of grinding, I have been complacent. So I'm sorry for that. But we're back now. So I thank y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope y'all have a beautiful beautiful day. And like I always say, I pray for your success like you pray for mine. I'm out. Peace.